All right. Welcome back to the next episode of creating the traditional pinball machine. So last video we was talking getting all the variables to set up to make progress for the four players and we got it here on the left. Now today we're gonna start talk about the sequence, how we're gonna get this sequence complete on the machine in the way that I have. So let's dive in right away. Let me interrupt a little bit here. Let me explain before you continue watching this video. This is what you see here is the video that you just go about to see. The only thing that I want to refer is that I didn't pay attention when I was recording what's happening, and you see that the screen it get blackout sometimes, and it's because the setup that I guess I did on OBS, and apparently every time that I select another one thing to do on the blueprint, it just black out. But I did around almost a hour of video, so of showing how I did it. So I will leave you if you want to watch it. That's what I upload this video so you watch because I explain how I do it and everything. Even that you sometimes gonna will not be able to see it, but and it's kind of get tedious. So I just like let me comment this before you continue watching. But in the next video, I will fix this and I will explain what I did on this one a little bit. I'm gonna do a recap a little bit. So if you want to skip this video, it's alright. But if you want to learn more and understand how I get to that point, I recommend to watch the video, and that's what I'm gonna upload. So thank you to come back, and I leave you there. So let me take this away real quick. And now over here, I got a slot that or event that is empty, but the machine have already has been code some of the thing that we will use. So I will show real quick. So let's go to event and over here we got a quick start. That's what I'm planning to use. So every time that I hit the button and the quick start, it's on because on the widget, as I showed in the video, when the controller, when you can use quick start or just do it like the way that I have other mods that you just select players and stuff like that. Quick start is just play star 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 and you play all four players. So that's what I'm planning to use, and I will go to the widget here graphic that it's basically when you hit the flipper. This is what I call flipper button player selection control. So every time that you hit the flippers, this action happen here. So that's what left flipper is hit, right flipper is hit, and it's a sequence that is going depending where and what screen you are at and stuff like that. It got plenty stuff that is right here, but I'm not gonna get into it. So the only thing that I want to show and get your attention is this here. Select the options of player 1, 2, 3, and 4, and for the option it's set a game selector, game select. So this game select function or variable is what tell me how many players are playing. So if it's 0, it's player 1. If it's 1, it's player 2. If it's 2 is 3, and so on and so on. So that means that every time that I'm changing players, this variable, it will be changed from 0 to 4 or 4 to 3, which is for a player, or in this case to 4. When you're doing select achievement, that's what it shows. But when you do quick start, that's going to be in my over here. So you will see that if you follow the path, here is game selected, how many is what it's been selected. So because it's a quick no, it will be 0. So and then it's going to be true. It's going to follow a sequence, and it will say player is active, and it will follow a path to activate the mission, start the game, and give you the ball. So as I know, I want to show it. So player 1, it's been selected, and so on. So basically this code here, it's what I will be start needed kind of similar because I want to know what how many players and what players it's playing. And as well, I got what player is active. So I got players active and mode selected. So I can either way use this number to say, if it's this player, do all this code here and start following that path. Or I can say, if player is active, do this sequence and let's roll. So if second player is active, do this sequence and let's roll. So, and here is what is active depend because that's the quit button. So it will active depend how many times you press that button. And I'm not gonna get into it, but that's what I want to show it so you got in your mind, okay, this is what I've been follow, and that's why he's following this path. Okay, so I will copy this, okay, and I will bring me here to tradition, and I will just paste it here. See if it comment. Sometimes take. Let me see if it copy it, because sometimes copy, paste. All right. He's not copying it. Control Z. Control B. There you go. Man, after 10 years. Had to do slow, bro. It's kind of take it. So, yeah. So I got it here. Now I need obviously one more. So I can hit B and get another of this. And then I come here, find whatever player 4. Get player 4. Oh, this is not it though. Get player 4 active. Is active. So there you go. And just if it's false, do this. So basically what I'm gonna do is if player 1 is active, do this. Simple as that. But to enter here, I need to know what I'm doing. What I need to call to get in here. So let's see. So when I start the game, all right. So when 1 second. Show here when I start the game, one of the things that is already code that it will launch a ball. That's gonna go back to my switches, and when the ball is out, this is the progress. This is what basically active the skill shot. That's why you're gonna see skill shot disactive here because it's a sequence that I do. Activate skill shot. And I don't worry about that because we want to use that. So I want the ball come out first time and get the skill shot. Now the thing that I'm worried about is what happened when the ball get out of the ramp. And as you see my sketch, let's see if I can bring my sketch real quick. I didn't plan on bringing the sketch, but I want to show you real quick. Me 1 minute. No, give me 1 second. There you go. Ooh, it came so big. So in my sketch right here, you can see that right here. Well, right here is a switch that if you see my machine, every time it's a little flick over there that when the ball hit, kind of move it and it come back, the ball is just gonna fall off. That's a switch there. Is an auto switch right there. That's basically my exit ramp. I call it exit ramp switch. So as you can see here, this is what is gonna come here, and if I got a branch here that said if is Arkemo edition active, follow this path, and if it's not, just follow this path. So what happened now when this is active, So I need to create a new traditional mode to get active to check. So I need to do a branch, and now I had to kind of extend this switch to if the new mode is active, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something, okay? And if it's not, just continue checking whatever it is, okay? So in this case, I need to create a new variable again. So let's get new variable. And on this one, we're gonna call it tradition pinball mod. Just a little short, but that we can track, and that's gonna be a boolean. So we got a boolean right there. Now when this is active, it will follow this path, the new one. You see, instead check other things, we want to follow a new path because we're gonna active. Simple as that. It's just way the computer is calculating everything, so we can see it here. And this is of one of the part of over here the list that's why when we get to select mode to this point, we will be able to use exactly this. We're going to active this or deactivate it. Okay, so now you can see it's coming here. That means that is already comply. So now we can check it here, whatever it is our default setting. Okay, so when we want it off, because we don't want to deactivate when the machine start, we always want it off, and we want to activate when the machine start. So now, or we can do kind of different, like the way I did here. You can leave it automatic and stuff like that. We can do system like that. So right now, where are we going? Now we want to go to tradition. We're gonna come here. So we're gonna create a new event. So we're gonna add event right here, custom event, and we're gonna call this. We're gonna call it exit RAM tradition. Just so have reference where it is. So now we're gonna start here. So this is the first thing that we're gonna call for. So every time that ball come out, we're gonna check what player is active, and we're gonna start doing our things. So now it's not gonna start by itself, so we're gonna have to go back to event. Oh, to switches, sorry. Where's almost switches events, I call it. And now over here, we can go to, you see now, it was empty before, but now, because we create event, it show here. So we can come here and just add it here. Boom, simple as that. So now, every time that if it's true, we're gonna call this event, and we can click it 2 times, and we'll go exactly what is gonna happen. So now we can also, because we are doing everything from scratch, on this mode, we wanna just start doing everything from scratch, but we can take sample from the others arcade mode. For example, in this one, when we go to arcade RAM, exit RAM arcade, you see that the first thing is do, it will check if the game start, because you don't want that switch get active and the game is off and then just start the sequence. So you want something prevent. So I can copy this and has a reference. So what is happening? So prevent error or prevent sometimes bugs, and this basically you do it to prevent bugs in the future, and then some bugs that I've been realizing as well. And then over here, because this is arcade mode, and then start the preparation of the mode. This is what it's doing here, preparation of the mode and blah blah blah. But we're gonna think different. So okay, let's copy that and come here. You just put it before this. So there you go. And that one, if is false, well, true, you can do this. If it's not, just die there. Now, the first thing that we had to look is if player one is running, we got something that we had to look first. So we got all the spinner of player one that we had to look before continue. So first of all, we had to check if the game is starting. So if it's the beginning of the game. So what we can do is, if for example we can take some percentage, because one of the things that I think that you always will touch, no matter what, it will be the bumpers. And that's something that it will be 0 in the beginning of the game, and then when as you start the game, you got safe balls. So basically you got 30 seconds to hit the bumpers and hit anything. So we can get the percent of the bumpers to kind of check if the game is starting. Or we can also do other thing. We can do a check mark. So every time that the game start, that check mark will be hit to telling the game is starting. Let me close this. Okay. So what I want to do is, because let's go back to the list real quick. Oh, it's not. So we need to start checking all mods. So if any progress, because if we come back, what is the progress? So we're gonna do the spinner, drop shit, drop target, attack, and all that. So basically the same thing that I did here. Okay, so we got the exit RAM and select player, and now we had to get the sequence. So because when we go to the widget here, we want to establish show up. So for example, after we had to prepare something that probably show the progress over here on screen, and you got those numbers like the target left, if you got any health for any of the target, if we're gonna implement that as well. So for that reason, we need to get a standard between number for like kind of for players, all the players. So now what we had to do is, when this is start, something like this, we can check mark the players. So we got if the player one is to start, so on, so on, so on, set up, go this pass, do it once, and so on. So as well here in default, I put all the defaults for each thing, players and stuff, because when the finished game, this is what the paths are gonna get, and it will default everything. So that's one of the things that we have to have. Now on tradition, so one of the things that we had to look, we had to create more variable and start getting, for example, this for every players. So let's get that and say spinner. This we're gonna put a S and gonna say players spinners 0. So we know that this is for every player, and players 1. So what we're gonna do once every time that we start in the game and we trigger the game for players. So when he plong, if he's active, we're gonna check if the game is already start. If it's false, we're gonna set to start, and we probably not have to do nothing there, but we look after. And if it's already start, we're gonna start setting these values, because these values are the one that the widget will see, and we're gonna take after to continue showing the lights according with this value. So we got that. Now what value we're gonna put? Of course, the value that we been tracking for player one. That is this one for player one spinner, and I think every time that I touch the grid, it's coming back to top. And the spinner 0 to spinner 0. Simple as that. So now I'm basically set it up this, and then this is just gonna happen once. So if multiple come in and trigger again, nothing will happen, because up to we could declare a reset, this action will not happen again. So we have to do this for all the settings. So let's create some more, and now we're gonna create the player, the dropship. So let's go get this. So players, dropship 0, and this one we're gonna set this one, and we're gonna get player 1 dropship here, and then we got dropship target. So let's get target. We're gonna do it for all players, and 0 is good. We're gonna get it there, and we gonna put player 1 drop targets. Simple as that. I mean, on this one, I don't need this 0. It can be just drop ship, because we just need 1 per player. And drop target is the same thing. So you will see now, for example, when we get to the drop targets, we're going to use this value to come here to the widget and add it here. So if it's 20 or whatever, that's what we gonna be showing there according what the player is being doing, and that's what the setup is. And one of the thing is I was thinking is we need a setup after the setup. No, we should be fine. Let's see. Okay, so next one will be dropship target attack. So let's duplicate this, just take this away, say players attack, and this one can be just this. That's player 1, because we are working with player 1, and this is the setup for that. Okay, boom, boom, boom. What else? We got bumper. So let's players bumpers. Delete that one. And that is that one, and bumpers player 1. See. So there you go. That's the first thing, and we had to do that for each player. Okay, let's see what else. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this it should be 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There you go. So now, if we are doing this path, what is going to be next though? So we're going to start, we're going to elaborate one player, and then the other player is going to be copy and paste, and we can just copy the whole code that we be designing and paste it, and then changing just these variables. And it's going to be it's easier because the only thing that you do it's get different and just add on the top, and it will change it instead. So one of the things that so because we just developing the new mod is we deploy the ball, the game is running, it's checking what player is active, so we are player 1, we got this is false, then we set to true, and we start the game. But now we have to think about it. In light shows, in all the sequence, continue the sequence of the mission. So let's go take a look of the list, and hopefully this time I don't forget to take it out. I record like 20 minutes with this on on the middle. So sequence. So now we had to get a sequence. Let me cancel this real quick because saving is kind of take it for a little bit. Let me save it up to we talk here. So now we have to find a way to spinner. Okay. To do the sequence of spinners, so we need to activate all the sequence. So we got the values. Now we need to, but one by one, this is going to take a little bit time to get one by one to set up the mode with the lightings. We're going to just focus on lightings and variables, whatever value have that variable. Okay, and then for that we can just do showing, and then we do after that we're gonna go to the mission start and end. So basically we are already taking care all the sequence progress because we kind of get the sequence how we gonna be developed, and that's gonna be the sequence, and then we're gonna start doing another functions that it will be active after doing this setup and running. Okay, and that's what we're gonna do now. So let's focus on spinners. So we need timing for check the percentage and blink the light. Okay, so let's do that. This is my tradition. I open a new event. Okay, so whenever this is done, we're gonna start event. So because I don't need to set a nothing here because everything's gonna be in 0. By the way, I need to put all this on finished game. So when I finish the game, I will put this to 0 right there. Boom. There you go. I have to get one by one, but I can just do this and just put a little organized so don't take. That's it. It's connected. So now what I need to do is when I start this, it's gonna start the sequence of checking all the vents and just put the lights what they need to be on and whatever need to be blank. Okay, so over here I got some code that already is done for this mission that it works. So for example, when an arcade mode start, here is, so we got a couple things that happen. This is control the light to make sure every light is off in the play field. It's kind of reset, and then it check how many mech is being killed. Wait a second, check mech assassination count. This is a code that I prepare for select mech to fight at random, and this is what say if it's count 0, it will bring mech 3, mech select 3, and it will bring the light on, and it will start blinking. This is what control the light. So I want to do the same thing on kind of the same model of the tradition. So you will continue the sequence of each mech. So basically I want this code, and then here is music star, arcade star. This is the sequence of arcade. So this is basically this sequence of preparation. This is what random missions, music, you got mission star, whatever, and this is all the preparation for ball save. We're gonna do that. How many times we're gonna that ball save, and then this is start select the sequence. This is an arcade mode, but we kind of get similar things, but not much. So basically, all this we need it, except this. But I want to copy all, and then I'm gonna go to tradition, and I'm gonna paste it here, and voila, simple as that. So I will delete this because I don't need this, and I want to of course start the music and bring my lights. This light is all the spotlight that I have on the top, so I want to bring the white. That's what I say, right and left. Okay, and I need to create now, depending, I need to create something that track constant the lights of the spinner, because we're going to start with the spinner, and then we go so on, so on, so on. So this is a start of the sequence of durations, so we can, after doing music and all that, check how many mech we got being killed, and this is per player. So if I go here, I never showed this, but I want to show real quick. This is go to this big list. So this is a check. I call it check per player what mech is killed. Basically what it does. And then what it go, it will check if it's co-op. As you see here, it's already player 1 active, player 2, player 3. So the same thing that we are doing over there basically is doing here out already. So I don't have to worry what player's playing, blah, 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 because I already thinking that before. And now when I just call this is ready here, just checking if it's on, and it's at the points accordingly is what is off and what is on. Okay. And all right, so let's go back here. And then, so what I need is, let me bring this picture. Okay, let me bring this image. So over here, what I need is, because we're gonna spin it, we're gonna get right and left arrows to light according the percentage. Okay, that's what we want. So let's take away this, and now I need to think that I has So we start with spinner 0, a value. Okay, so we got value, we need timing, and we need to use this now. We need to timer event. Here, set timer by event. So this is something that is being used a lot here, and we will active this, and we're gonna set a time per second. So every tick we will call and do event that will keep track. It will turn on and off the light, and it will follow the process by timing. So we don't use the tick time of the Unreal Engine. Just we create our own, basically our own tick in our time basis. So now, okay, we got that, we got the light, we got the music running, perfect. And now we're gonna active this timer to start checking our list. Okay, so to do that, we need to create a new custom event again, and we're gonna call it timing. Can call this tradition / timer event. Okay, and so we can put this here, and at whatever time we got here, it's what this is gonna be ticking all the time. Okay, and because we gonna check different thing, I should call this spinner tradition. Spinner. Okay, there you go. This is gonna be for spinner, and then I will promote this, and this is gonna be spinner / tradition. So I promote this because I will use it for stop it. So when I drain the ball, I will call to stop the timer that we've been set here. So I will time this for 1 second, and then it will loop. So it's gonna be 1 second all the time. So when this pass active the sequence, it will set this to 1 second all the time, pulling. So, and that with this we can do anything. So now what I need to do is check the what lights controls the let me go here. Oh, what light control this roll here? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 lights. Okay, so let me cancel that before I start saving. Alright, so to do that, over here I got all my blinking lights, and I need to figure out where is all this light, and I have a list that my spreadsheet. Let's see real quick. There you go. So in my spreadsheet, I got it. 21 is a light. 20, 21, 22, and 23. So 23 is 100%, and it go to 25%. Okay, so that's A3, 20 to 23, and that's I open my spreadsheet to see that. So now I had to go here, and open this, and this is my blinking lights, and I said it was from 20 to 23 right here. So all this is my arrows light, and I can choose any color, and I can actually call this and make the light blinks by whatever I want. But because I don't want to use blinks, I will control the blinks or turn on the light according with the percentage and what color choose. I have to kind of simulate, do another sequence by itself. Okay, so for example, I know that my spreadsheet say that the number 20 light is 25%. If I go back to uh, my lights here, I know, oh, this is not show the 25%, but if I go 25% is the above one. So the first arrow, the last arrow close to the spinner is the 25% is go to bottom 100%. So the big one is going to be 25%, and this 100, so 25. We got, is it 25, 50, 75%, and 100%. All right. So with that said, let me take this out. Now, so you know what? I'm gonna put here. This is 25%. So like that, I remember. And this one is gonna be 50%. Okay, and this one 75. To put a line there. And this one 100%. There you go. So like that, I can come here and copy whatever I will need and just use it over there. So I got my 25%, and I can do 3 levels of 2 levels. So green, I can do white, red, green, and orange and yellow. This is the code that I had already pre-made on this fundament here for the Arduino, and the math already take care, so I don't complicate and make it simple. So what I'm gonna do now is take the call of each light, and I will set here a timer. So basically I'm gonna do a delay, and also I do sequence first because I'm gonna do some sequence. And the first sequence I want to do is that every second it will check. So right now every second it will check and do delays. I can do whatever. So I want to check according the percentage turn on the light, so of the arrows. So right here, spinner, we are talking with spinner zeros, so get this one. So according what percentage is, I want to turn on the light. So this, if it's equal, less, so 0, we can go from 0.01 up to 0.1. So if it's less than 0, I can leave the light off. Okay, and so on, so on. So I'm gonna do a branch B and click the pad, and we'll open a branch. If this is 0, that means you can tell return true if A is less than or equal to B. So if it equals 0 or less, it will be true. Return true if it's less or equal. So if it's gonna be true. So if it's true, what I'm gonna do is keep the light off. So I'm gonna take my lights here, and simple, I will keep this code. This is to turn off, keep the light off. Okay, so look at this, simple it is. So right now, if it's true, that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna keep that light off. But if it's false, what I can do is turn on the light. But before I continue, just say, okay, come, just turn on, because I got 25%. I wanna make sure that the percentage that is on, it kind of represent whatever color is. Okay, so if it's false, it will continue to check. Now this equation is gonna be good, so I need to do if it's equal or, well, no, that should be fine. I'm sorry, that should be fine, because if it's less or equal, let's say 0.0 10%. Okay, this is gonna be basically 10%. So this is 10%. No, wait, that's 1%. 10%. There you go. That's 1. So this is gonna be 10%. If this is true or equal, so let's say it's 0.00 0.05. That means that it will be true, because return true if A is less, so, and then equal, so it will be less. So I want to turn on the light kind of orange, or I can turn on red, so it kind of starting. But because we can go 3 levels or 2 levels. We can go orange and then green, for example, that you complete the 25. We can go orange, like it's close to 25, 10% is close to 25, and then we go complete 25. And when we complete 25, the next light it should be off. It is 25, and is it above 25, it go orange, and we kind of split it in 2. And we can do that to not complicate it and give you that reflection. Okay, I hit the spinner and complete almost 25%. Or we can put in 3 phases. So we can go 10%, 50%, and then 25%. So we can go off up to 10%. Let me 1 second. Let me 1 second, because I think this is too much. So if it's 0 or less, yeah. So yeah, as soon as you get less the 10%, yeah, we can go red. Let's go orange. Let's go orange. So to go orange, look how simple it is. We just need this 3 code. Actually, I missed that one there. We need this software over here. This have to be here. It's not gonna work. So we tell him that is the main controller 3. Just keep that light off. And then if it's false and this is true, just turn on that light. You see, or we can flash that light. We can turn on and we can start flashing this. How we turn this flash? Simple. So because we know every time this is going to be 1 second, boop, so we can do a delay of 0.5 second and turn off the light back again like this. That's it. That's how we turn off the light, because we're working with the same light. And then in 1 second it will be okay active, and then in half second it will be off, and then half second off, half second on, half second on, and it will be like pop, pop. Simple as that. And then if it pass through, it will change the color. And that's what we're gonna do next. So we're gonna copy this again. Then we can make this simple like this, just to not complicate everything. And now again, if we go now past 15%, okay, if it's less than 50%, that means that it will be greater than this, and that will be another thing. So we can go yellow, orange, yellow, green. I think is a good path. So let's look for yellow right here. This is yellow. Now if it's true, just go yellow. Wait 5 seconds. Oh, yeah, because it's blinking, because we got it blinking all the time here. And copy this, and that's it. Now is simple as that. So now we copy this again, and we are doing the spinner. Okay, so now if it's less than 25%, we will get green. And now this is gonna be fun, because green is gonna be blinking, I think right here. Okay. Oh, I didn't cut. I hit C in blank. So now I'm gonna turn off that light, and that's it. That's green blinking. That says almost 25%. But when that light gets 30 green, now if it's false, that means that the green light, I want to keep it on green. And then we're gonna to the next light, which is 50%, and we're gonna do the same thing to 50%. Okay, so we're gonna copy this, but this time, because passing this light, I want to go green because it's above, it already passed 50%. And now this is gonna be 30%, 30, and same thing, but we're working with the second light, which is orange, and this light is the 21. You see, say orange 21, and we're gonna do the same thing. Paste here. Come on, didn't copy. So it's true, and we're gonna, you see, this is like 20, this is 21. Now I have to find off for 21. Paste. Ugh. There you go. And of course I need to do this, because this needs to be there. And a delay of 0.5. Boom. And that's it. So it will turn on, off, on, off. So every second this is gonna take to check the light, and according what this is, it will come on. So yeah, so I will complete this, and then I had to complete this up to 100%. So this is 30. And I'm gonna cut the video for when I'm done with all this 50, and then we're gonna do the confirmations. So we're gonna do a check mark whatever this is 100%. We're gonna do an action, a boolean to activate. So when we got both booleans activate, we're gonna start the multi-ball, which is on the instruction. So that's what we're gonna do. Let me copy this. This is orange. This is green, yellow. Okay, orange, yellow. Okay, so copy this again. And this is false. Let's say 40%. Well, no, 40. Yep, 40, 25, 50. Okay, and then it's gonna be yellow. Paste. Come on. I have to kind of leave it on. That's basically what it does. And then 50. It will do the green one. And that's the green one. Okay. And then this green one will be set to steady. And this is going to be the same. It's going to be 55%. So if it's true, it's going to come this one, and then it will make a fall. It's going to come the next one. And this one is going to be the next light, which is 75%. And we're going to get to this. Five. Simple as that. Oh, and as well. Well, and I can connect this here and copy that. Multiply that there. 60. Yellow. That's what I didn't put the delay. Look at that. Look. Wait a minute. I put it backwards. This is on. Pay attention to that. And this is off. So on, off. Perfect. And then I need that again. And if it's false, this is 75%. That means that it will be green. Right. Then copy what? There you go. That will keep the light on. And then I will do this back again. And it's gonna be 80%. 80%. And it's gonna be the next light, which is 100%. There you go. Copy. Paste. All right. So. Nope. This is on. Yeah. So delay. 0.5 second, and just turn that off. And of course need the target. If not, when I compile, it will give an error. You see all this is gonna give me errors because I don't have any connection. But that's good. So basically I'm gonna copy this. If it's false, then you got 85, and then I need the yellow. What's yellow? Yellow. It's yellow. I need to put this here. That here. Put that here. Then just copy this back in, and that's it. Green. This is green. Put it there. Put it there, and then 85. You get so wait, oh, this is 85, this is 90.9. It's blinking, and then if it's false, oh no, if it's false, then if is 1 true. Oh, I thought I have this. Why it's not? There you go. It will do that. So if it's less than 1 equals 1, so this is, it will turn on the light permanently. Now, one other thing that I forget, and I remember now, that it only not just that light need to be off. It had to be every light. So I got 20. I need 21. Okay. I need 21 because that it will reset it in case that didn't reset. Okay. So 21, 22. So 22. Boop, and it's the same. It's the same Arduino. This is the Arduino, basically number 3, and he's asking the Arduino to turn off all these lights. Simple, man. I'm telling you, it's simple. When you start seeing it, it's very simple. So I got 22 and now 23, which is 4 lights, and that's how it is. But of course, we can add more lights. There you go. I'm gonna compile, check everything compile, and I think we are almost 51 minutes. Plus, I'm gonna edit it. Now it should be good. So basically, what we are doing here, it's we start in the sequence. We get the ball out. We get the skill shot. That's already done. And then when we flip that switch, we're gonna start checking the what value we got in the game. And we just doing a spinner. That's the first one. Now it will flick the lights according what the value of the spinner on this side. So we still need to do the second one, and the second one we had to probably change. We had to change all the Arduino and the lights. So we had to do the same thing for the other side, and then we had to also do the confirmation. So we need to do the declaration. Basically, we had to check if this is 100%. We gonna check the we're gonna check the how's called the conditions. That's the word I were looking for. We check the condition of the game, and if the condition is good, we start the multi-ball. Or we can just try it out, don't check any condition, just if it's multi-ball already, just multiply active this mode as well between this mode, so you're gonna have running both modes at the same time, which is in the end can get a very loud and a lot of noises, confusing. So that's why I probably prefer to control the mods or multiples, perhaps, because if this multiple is active, you don't want the kind of this mode get active when you're in a fight multiple. So if you have fight multiple and you get all this achieve, you should want to wait to done with the fight, and as soon you're done the fight, this mode get active, and you continue playing multi-ball in other mods. But you know that you change the mod, the play, the gameplay. So you probably change your strategy to where you shoot. That's the way that I see it, and probably gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this video right here. Basically, you see the part of controlling. Then we're gonna do the second part for the second spinner light, because we are working spinner. It will take me probably 20 minutes more, but I will not probably put it in the video. So because basically I'm gonna copy paste everything, but it's gonna be one more here for the other side, and then one more here for check if got all the status and all the I just forget the word again for combination for do the multi-ball. Okay, and basically, yeah, we are just writing codes already. So I see you next, and God bless, and thank you for watching.